Well, howdy there, folks, and welcome to Woodwork Plans. I'm AskDF GFCs, and I believe in working with your hands. I also believe in doing things the right way, which is why I'm excited to be talking to you today about upcycling wood. That's right, we're going to take old wood that's been discarded or forgotten and give it a new lease on life. We'll be building practical, beautiful projects using repurposed materials, all while keeping that lumber out of the landfill. So, grab your work boots, your safety glasses, and your can-do attitude, and let's turn some trash into treasure, one woodworking project at a time. Now some folks might call it junk or scrap, but I call it opportunity. You see, every piece of discarded wood has a story to tell. It might have been part of an old barn, a family home, or even a piece of furniture that saw generations of use. When you look at it, you're not just seeing wood, you're seeing history, memories, and potential. See, upcycled wood carries a history, a story in its grain. Each scratch, each mark, each weathered edge speaks of its past life. It's like holding a piece of living history in your hands. And when you choose to work with it, you're not just crafting an object, you're preserving a piece of that history. And when you choose to work with it, you become a part of that story. You're adding your chapter to its long and varied tale. Imagine the satisfaction of knowing that the table you just built once stood as part of a grand old house, or that the shelf you crafted was once a sturdy beam in a barn, plus it's good for the planet. We're not chopping down new trees, we're giving old wood a new purpose. This means fewer trees are felled, less energy is used in processing, and we're reducing waste. It's a win-win for both the environment and the craftsman. And let's be honest, lumber prices these days makes a fella want to build a time machine just to go back and buy in bulk. The cost of new lumber can be prohibitive, especially for hobbyists and small-scale craftsmen. But with upcycled wood, you can often find what you need for a fraction of the cost. Salvage yards, old barns, and even discarded furniture can be treasure troves of high-quality wood just waiting to be repurposed. This not only saves money but also gives you access to wood that has character and history. That leaves more money in your pocket for, well, more tools. And let's face it, every woodworker loves adding to their collection of tools. Whether it's a new chisel, a high-quality saw, or even some finishing supplies, having extra funds means you can invest in the tools that make your work easier and more enjoyable, or, whatever else you want to spend it on. Not that I'm judging. Maybe it's a nice dinner out, a new book, or even saving up for a bigger project. The point is, upcycling wood can be a financially savvy choice that leaves you with more options. But the real beauty of upcycled wood is in its character. The knots, the dings, the imperfections. Those are the things that make it unique. Each piece is one of a kind with its own personality and charm. It's like working with a material that has a soul. The knots, the dings, the imperfections, those are the things that make it unique. These features tell a story of resilience and endurance, of standing the test of time. They add a rustic charm that you simply can't replicate with new wood. You can't find that kind of character in a fresh-cut piece of pine from the big box store. New wood might be pristine and uniform, but it lacks the depth and richness that comes with age and use. It's like comparing a blank canvas to a masterpiece that's been painted over and over again. It's like comparing a hand-carved decoy to a rubber ducky. One's got soul, the other's just plastic. The hand-carved decoy has been shaped with care and attention, each stroke of the knife adding to its character. The rubber ducky, on the other hand, is mass-produced, identical to thousands of others. One's got soul, the other's just plastic. When you choose upcycled wood, you're choosing to work with a material that has depth, history, and character. It's a choice that reflects a respect for the past and a commitment to sustainability. And in the end, that's what makes it truly special. So you're ready to start upcycling, but you're probably wondering where to find all this wonderful wood. The good news is, there are plenty of places to look. And each one offers its own unique treasures and experiences. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's dive into some of the best spots to unearth your upcycled bounty. First off, check your local thrift stores and antique shops. These places are often gold mines for hidden gems. You can find everything from old furniture to unique wooden pieces that are just waiting for a new lease on life. You'd be surprised what people are willing to part with for a few bucks. Sometimes, you can even find high-quality wood that just needs a little TLC to shine again. Plus, you never know what other treasures you might find while you're there. Next up, the internet. The digital age has made it easier than ever to find secondhand materials. Websites like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace are like digital gold mines for used furniture and building materials. You can browse listings from the comfort of your home and find exactly what you need. Just be prepared to haggle a bit. Negotiating is part of the process, and it can be a fun way to get to know the seller and maybe even learn a bit about the history of the piece you're buying. It's all part of the fun. And who knows, you might even make a new friend or two along the way. The sense of community in upcycling is one of its greatest rewards. And speaking of fun, don't forget about demolition sites. These places can be treasure troves of old wood and other materials that are perfect for upcycling. Now, I'm not saying you should go trespassing or anything, but if you see a crew tearing down an old barn or a house, it never hurts to ask if they're willing to part with any of the wood. Often they're happy to have someone take it off their hands. You might even make a new friend or two in the process. Construction workers often have great stories and can be a wealth of knowledge about the materials they're working with. And who knows, they might even have some good stories to tell. These interactions can add a rich layer of history and meaning to your upcycled projects. Just be sure to wear your safety gear and be respectful of their work. Safety first always. It's important to protect yourself and respect the hard work that goes into these demolition projects. Remember, we're after wood, not broken bones. So gear up, stay safe, and happy upcycling. Now let's talk projects. For those of you just starting out, I recommend keeping it simple. A good beginner project is a picture frame. You can use salvaged wood scraps to create a custom frame for your favorite photo. It's a great way to practice your cutting and sanding skills, and you'll have a one-of-a-kind piece to display in your home. Another easy project is a wooden sign. You can use old fence boards or pallet wood to create a rustic sign for your garden or workshop. Get creative with stencils, paint, or even wood burning to personalize it. Signs make great gifts too. Who wouldn't want a handmade sign for their man cave or she shed? And if you're looking for a project with a bit more utility, try your hand at building a small storage box. Repurposed wood crates are perfect for this. Just add a bottom, some dividers, maybe a coat of paint or stain, and you've got yourself a stylish and functional storage solution. Now, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's talk tools. The right tools can make all the difference in your woodworking projects, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Understanding what each tool does and how to use it effectively is crucial for achieving the best results. You don't need a shop full of fancy equipment to get started with upcycled woodworking. In fact, a simple setup in your garage or even a corner of your basement can be more than sufficient. The key is to start with the basics and gradually build your collection as you gain more experience and confidence. In fact, some of the best tools are the ones that have been around for centuries. These vintage tools have stood the test of time and are often more reliable than their modern counterparts. They were designed with precision and durability in mind, and many woodworkers swear by them. A good handsaw, a hammer, a set of screwdrivers, and a measuring tape are all you really need to get started. These tools are versatile and can handle a wide range of tasks, from cutting and shaping wood to assembling your final product. And a measuring tape is essential for ensuring accuracy in your cuts and measurements. Precision is key in woodworking, and a good measuring tape will help you achieve that. Of course, if you're planning on doing a lot of woodworking, you might want to invest in some power tools. These tools can significantly speed up your work and make certain tasks much easier. A sander will save you a lot of time and elbow grease, especially when working on larger projects. Sanding by hand can be tedious and time-consuming, but a power sander can make quick work of it. And a drill is essential for driving screws and making holes. Whether you're assembling furniture or creating intricate designs, a good drill is indispensable. A jigsaw can also be handy for making curved cuts. This tool allows you to add more creativity and detail to your projects, enabling you to cut intricate shapes and patterns with ease. But remember, power tools can be dangerous if you don't know how to use them properly. It's important to take the time to learn how each tool works and to follow all safety guidelines. Always read the instruction manual carefully and wear appropriate safety gear. Safety glasses, gloves, and ear protection are essential when working with power tools to prevent injuries. Now, as for techniques, the basics of woodworking haven't changed much over the years. The fundamental skills of measuring, cutting, and sanding are still the foundation of any good woodworking project. You need to know how to measure accurately, cut straight lines, and sand smooth surfaces. These skills take practice, but they are essential for creating high-quality work. There are plenty of resources available online and in libraries that can teach you these skills. From video tutorials to detailed guides, you can find a wealth of information to help you improve your techniques. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you learn. Every mistake is an opportunity to improve and refine your skills. Embrace the learning process and enjoy the journey of becoming a skilled woodworker. Alright, you've built your project. Now it's time to give it that extra something special. A good finish can really make your upcycled wood project shine. Staining or painting your project can add color and enhance the wood's natural grain. There are countless stain colors to choose from, so you can find the perfect one to match your style. And if you want to protect your project from the elements, be sure to apply a protective coating. Varnish or polyurethane will seal the wood and prevent it from water damage. Just be sure to apply it evenly and let it dry completely before using your project. Trust me, a sticky finish is not a good look. Now, for the fun part, embellishments. This is where you can really let your personality shine through. Add some unique hardware like antique drawer pulls or hinges. Use stencils to create patterns or designs, or try your hand at decoupage to add a touch of vintage charm. The possibilities are endless. Well folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope I've inspired you to give upcycled woodworking a try. Remember, it's not just about building something, it's about giving old wood a new purpose, about being resourceful, and about creating something beautiful with your own two hands. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more woodworking tips and projects. And don't forget to ring that little bell so you don't miss an upload. Now get out there, find some wood, and start building something great. And remember, measure twice, cut once, and always wear your safety glasses. See you next time.